Hi everybody, John Adams here. I'm wanting to talk to you this week about 9 tips on how to make a webcam video and not really screw up. Now what I'm talking about today is a talking head video, and that's exactly what you're watching right now. See, this is a talking head. All right, so this is just like on the nightly news, the Huntley Brinkley report if you're over 60. If not, NBC Nightly News with whoever it is. And I'm just going to give you 9 of my best tips for how not to screw up. And if you will follow these tips, I think they will improve your talking head videos. I know most of you are not yet making talking head videos, but maybe this will convince you to start. So here we go. I'm going to move through these real quickly. By the way, this is accompanied by my special report called Webcam Video Tips for a Talking Head Video. And if you don't have this in front of you, then you need to go to money99.com, click on resources, and download your copy. So hopefully you'll get that real soon. Number 1, first I recommend that you consider buying the camera that I am using right now. This is a Logitech C920 webcam. It is a USB device. It costs about $50. It's usually on sale somewhere for $50. Today it's on sale at Staples for $48.99. I've seen it on Amazon, usually about $60, but almost always you can catch it. It is a great webcam, and the webcams that come, or the cameras and microphones that come on your laptop, usually are not very good quality. That's because the vast majority of people are never going to use them. So the manufacturers say, why waste our time spending good money on something somebody will never use? So that's exactly why they sell what they sell. Even Apple products don't have particularly good cameras. So the Logitech C920 is the industry standard. For $50 you get great video just like you're seeing right now, and I would encourage you to give it a try. Don't buy anything else. I don't care what you have heard, and I don't care what you think. What you want is a Logitech C920. And remember that your computer and your internet connection have to have enough muscle right here to be able to handle video. Video is it's a challenge to almost any computer unless it is state of the art with a enhanced video accelerator or something like that. And I don't know that much about it. If you have a computer that you have bought, a desktop or a laptop, in the last couple of years, it's probably fine. But look in your special report for minimum recommendations. You need to be on Windows 10 or Mac OS 10.1, I think. I don't know that much about Macs, but it's all in there. And I recommend that you take a look at that. Now, let's talk about some ideas here. The first thing is never look down at your camera. And I see this all the time, and I'm going to simulate me looking up here and then looking down at the camera, and you get sort of an unwanted inspection of my nose. And I see this all the time. Please don't do that. In addition to having people require them to look up your nose, it also makes you look arrogant, and that's a bad thing when you're introducing yourself to a prospect or a customer or a client. So never look down. The solution is simply elevate the camera so that it is level with your eyes. Notice this, my eyes, in fact, this camera is slightly above my eye level, which this happens to be the way I like it to look. And you can play around with it, but never look down at your camera. It's just, it makes you look awful. It's not flattering. Number 2, frame your upper torso. Now look what I've done here. I've got just a little bit of space above my head. I've gone ahead and included a little bit of my tie and you can see the background of my office. And so if I do hand gestures and things, you get it. It gives me room to sort of move around in my chair and be myself, and at the same time feel like I'm engaging with you. So frame your upper torso. I recommend that your camera should be about 2 to 3 feet, maybe 4 feet max from where the camera is. That should be where your eyeballs are, okay? Number 3, face a reasonable light source. Now, I'm not going to try to turn this camera around, but I do want you to know that, that I'm turning this off, that I do want you to know I'm facing a window. And facing that window gives me some natural light coming in here. Now, I do have a desk lamp over here. I have a mounted lamp up there. And I've also got natural light coming in from a window over here. But natural light is what you want to focus on. Sunlight is extremely flattering to all human skin tones. And if you can get sunlight or just daylight from a window, that really is going to be a great source for you. Don't overexpose with too much light, but most talking head videos I see don't have enough light. Let's move on to number 3. Oh, that was number 3. Face a reasonable light source. Okay. Number 4, clean up what's in the background. You don't want to have big piles of garbage and junk and McDonald's wrappers and half-empty Corona bottles in the background. Just a reasonable cleanup. Now, if you'll see what we're getting here, look at this picture with me. In the background, and I'm using a Logitech C920, we're getting a reasonable amount of blur, and that, I would say, that is 10 to 12 feet behind me. So, you know, the farther back the back of your picture is going to be, the less important, because it all starts to blur. But typically on webcams, the camera lens is so small we don't get short depth of field. In other words, everything is in focus, and we don't want it to be. We can solve that problem. I'll talk about that another time. But clean up in the background. Number 5. Use a decent microphone. Now look at this. This is the microphone that I'm using. It's a condenser mic. I think it cost $25, and it does a great job. But the Logitech C920 itself has a pretty good microphone, stereo microphone system. And I just would encourage you, if you want better audio, use an external mic. I recommend a lapel mic that you can just put right here on your tie or your blouse, whatever you have, and get it relatively close to your mouth. A decent microphone will dramatically increase the audio quality, okay? Number 6, make good eye contact and smile. You know, if you're not smiling in a video, what is wrong with you? I mean, hey, business is great, people are wonderful, and life is terrific. I mean, hey, you got out of bed this morning and stood up. Is that not enough? What are you waiting for? So what I'm saying to you is smile and look people right in the eye. You know, if you don't look directly in, see, there, let me show you the worst thing to do. Now I'm staring at myself. Hello, I am John Adams. Well, that doesn't look natural at all. You don't talk to people that way. So don't do that in a talking head video. If you can't stop yourself from looking at yourself, and I know that is a natural desire. We all want to see ourselves. But if you can't stop it, take a piece of paper and tape it over the screen so you can't see yourself, and then force yourself to look right here in the microphone, and your viewers will thank you, okay? So, good eye contact and smile. Number 7, I recommend that you not do any editing. I don't do editing. I do it one time and that's the way it is. I mean, unless the whole world breaks loose, when the phone rings, I just say, hey, I'll turn it off right, or something like that. In fact, that's what happened earlier on this video. Margie was calling. I didn't answer the phone, so I had to turn it off. But I just believe in going ahead. Life happens, you know, and it just lets people know that your life is just like theirs, and things that are unexpected happen. But if you have to edit your video, which I don't recommend, but if you do, I recommend you get a free software platform called Screencast-O-Matic. And that's Screencast-O-M-A-T-I-C.com. Screencast-O-Matic.com. It is easy to use, and it features a one-touch uploading. It lets you decide what you want in the video, and then with one touch, it uploads it to YouTube, which is where you want to store it anyway. And it's fabulous. It does not have all the bells and whistles of the $1,000 program, but you and I don't need that. Only Steven Spielberg needs that. So that's number 7. If you're going to edit, use Screencast-O-Matic. Number 8, store all your videos on YouTube for free. Why not? It's endless storage. They don't count it against your Google Drive count, and you can upload as many as you want. Now, I know what you're saying. You're saying, well, John, how do I know we'll get privacy? Well, you can mark them private, or you can delete them, and you can download them anytime that you want. This is the great thing about YouTube. Do not use the YouTube editor, video editor, because there are a lot of problems with it. Just don't. Use Screencast-O-Matic if you have to. But I do recommend you use YouTube for storage. Even if you're going to place the video somewhere else, you get SEO credit for having it up on YouTube, more so than if you have it anywhere else. Remember, Google owns YouTube, and Google loves YouTube. Google not love Facebook or Instagram or Twitter or Snapchat or Pinterest or your website. Google love YouTube, okay? And if you love YouTube, Google will love you. And that's what we want, right? And that was number 8. Finally, video tip number 9. Thank goodness this has gone on forever. Keep it short. Now, in this video that I'm sharing with you right now, I have failed. We are how far into this video? I can't find it, but probably, I don't know, we're 15 minutes in, it looks to me like. And that being the case, hey, that's about 13 minutes too long. Maybe we're only 13 minutes in. Then it's 11 minutes too long. Try to keep your videos to 2 to 3 minutes maximum. Most people aren't going to watch them. I hope that you watched all of this one, and I hope that you'll get in touch with me, John Adams, at money99.com, and check on the events and see what we've got coming up in your neck of the woods. I hope to see you real soon. Thank you, and we'll talk to you. Bye now.